me, Danielle Danibuttons, and I'm here today with a huge April haul. It's a ton of stuff. The pile is high, and I'm embarrassed, in fact, at how much stuff I got. But we'll talk about the credit system at the end of the video and how I managed to still stay within my rules for myself. Part of it is because I've received a ton of happy mail, and I am so thankful, so grateful. And I'm going to show you all of that and thank people in this video. I'm actually not going to mention any names. One, because I didn't ask permission to put names, so I don't want to expose anybody that doesn't want their name out there. But two, some people only put their first name in the Amazon slip, and I'm so worried that I only know people based on their channel name and not their real names. And I'm very worried I'm embarrassing myself right now. So if I have not thanked you on Instagram and you sent me some of these things, please reach out to me so I can do that, because I just had to send back thank yous on the slips. If you get slips from Amazon that says who things are from, you can scan it and thank them right through the app. So that's what I did, but I would love to thank you even more personally if you would like that. So if you want to be anonymous, that's good too. So sorry, long intro / disclaimer. Let's get right into it. The first thing is actually Happy Mail, and it's super cool Happy Mail. These are the Magic Fly paint markers. So they're acrylic paint markers, and they're so cool, and I love them a lot already. It's a 24 pack. I saw these on my friend Lauren's channel at Lauren Loves Color, and she hauled them, and I instantly put them on my wish list. And basically they are double-sided, and one side is a fine tip and the other side is a chisel tip that can actually be flipped over and be like a very thick bullet nib, whichever your preference. So I love these already. I actually colored a page with them as the main component on my Patreon. That video just went up, and I have been using them as accents on other pages. So you're gonna see these in my review at the end of the month. Here, let me show you. I swatched them out. Look at how beautiful those colors are. They're so vibrant, and in my experience so far, I haven't had them very long, but so far there's been no streaking and no spots that you see through. There's a pearl, silver, and gold that are metallic. The white, you can even tell on this paper that the white is there. I did find if you pool too much of the paint, it kind of chips. I think you can almost see it in the crimson. Also, there's no names on the barrels themselves, but there were names on the box, and it's very easy to match up which is which. I was just going to swatch it without any names at all, but then before I threw out the box, I was like, oh, hey, look, there's names and numbers. So I did that, and yes, there it is. So I really love these colors, and I'm excited to use these a lot more. They're great as accents because they go over anything and don't bleed through paper as far as I've seen. You can see almost the black ghosted a little bit, and obviously this is Amazon paper, but comparatively, my markers ghosted more than the paints did. So I think that's pretty good. I think just my light is really good, and that's why we're seeing through this paper, but love them a lot so far. Cannot wait to use them all month and beyond. Next, oh boy. So I bought a new set of Taotrees. I probably should have taken them out of this crinkle paper. I apologize for that. So if you have been following some of my recent videos, you may know my original set of Taotrees is starting to dry out because I've colored so many pages with them. And I've kind of made it a mission to use every single original Taotree until it dried out. And I bought a second one because I was getting nervous. I was like, I love these so much. I don't want to run out. So I bought a second one, and then about maybe 2 days later, they went on lightning deal. So I bought a third set. So now I have 2 backups, but I'm very close to using one. And to be honest, they are even cheaper than on lightning deal right now. So I'm going to link these down below along with everything else. And I highly recommend you checking them out because I'm obsessed with them. There's really great colors, including really great purples. I could show you my swatches for this too, can't I? Sure, or why not? But if you use my links, I am an Amazon affiliate. I will get the tiniest bit of commission. But look at all those purples. Yes, please. I feel like nobody ever has good purples. Sorry again about the crinkling. There's our blues and purples and our gray page. So I really love these. And I've been doing tons of pages with these this month. You will see it is now April 15th and I am very nearing 50 pages completed and a lot of them in the upcoming books. So I'm impressed with myself. I think you're going to be impressed with me and I love those markers. So crinkle is out of the way. Next up are books I was sent for review. So you've seen these on my channel before, but here we are again. First is 50 Diamond Mandalas by Sachin Sachdeva. He released this recently as a color by number version and a non-color by number version. I chose the color by number because I love it. I have already done 6 pages in here with my Taotrees. So that's how that's going. But these all, I guess I'll give you a sneak peek of one of my completed ones. This isn't the best example either because I kind of switched 2 colors by accident. But they all have gemstones or pearls and things like that in there. And there's 50, so it's great because on some books there's only like 20 pages. So if I did 6, I'd have been almost done. But I have tons left in here and I'm loving it. He does use tons and tons of colors, but that's not really a big deal for me. And of course, even though it's color by number, you can really do what you want. So if you instead wanted to do all of these in that same shade of pink, go for it. No one's gonna stop you. You do you, boo. So that is book number 1. Book number 2 is Women's World Color by Colors by Kira Sherzneva. There's actually 5 books available in this series now. I have the first 4. I have a feeling the 5th one might be on its way, but I really want to get this haul up to you. So I did this one on camera as a speed color, if I'm not mistaken. I've already done a second one in here, and these pages are just gorgeous. It's a lot of traditional outfits from all over the world, and it's super cool and it's super beautiful. And if you have never seen these before, you should. If you want to do color by number but don't like the numbers shining through, there are no numbers, so you just match the area to the outside. And again, you don't have to listen to this at all. In fact, it might be really cool to just do whatever colors you want and ignore the lines, and the lines will just be a bonus, you know what I'm saying? So I might try that in the future, but this one's a lot of fun. There's also stained glass mandalas, puzzle, animals, spring, and I always forget one, but it's a different one each time. This one and Tetris are the 5 currently available, and she sneak peeked that she's working on summer. So I'm very excited for that. Next up is my fave. You've heard me talk about it before. You saw my flip, but Yippee Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 2 has finally come out, and I could not love it more. I actually have not colored a page out of here yet, but I will by the end of the month. I'm just kind of savoring it a little longer and trying to decide which I want to do first. If you haven't seen these, they are mandalas made up of different items. They're all in theme. They all have really fun, punny names, and I just love them. So overall, this volume is the tiniest bit more detailed than the last one, but of course, how intense you get is all up to you. You can shade and color everything, or you can straight color, whatever you so choose. But I'm loving this a lot. 30 pages in here, top spiral bound, really good quality paper, 90s theme. Everything about this is fab. This was purchased from Fun Usual Suspects Etsy. It's by Danibuttons. I don't remember if I said that, but again, this will also be linked down below if you want to pick up your own copy. Volume 1 is also fabulous. I'm trying to finish Volume 1, not before Volume 2 because I can no longer wait, but they're already thinking about Volume 3, and she said that there might be a different coloring book in the works between Volumes 2 and 3. So everybody needs to be on the lookout for that. And I, of course, will tell you all the information as I get it. Okay, next up, I received some happy mail. The top 2 I actually received during another video. I think I was doing my bunny vlog, something like that, and I got these 2 books. And they just came at the perfect time. So very heartfelt thank you again to the people that sent these to me. I was having a rough week and these brightened my day. So here they are again. Number 1 is Kawaii Animal Coloring Book by Coco Wayo. I just want to tell everybody now, I don't know if it's a she or they, I'm assuming a company, but they changed the cover of this book, and they've been changing the covers of some of their books, like their baby animal books too. I think 2 or 3 of the covers changed, so just be on the lookout if you're going to purchase their books. Don't accidentally get a duplicate if you don't want that, but this is super cute. I already did a page in here for my bunny vlog, but I love it. It's just fun. Cutesies, animals, and I can't wait. I was like, oh my god, it's a shark. And then I was like, oh no, is he eating the cat? But no, the cat's in costume. So super cute. Can't wait to do more out of here. But again, be on the lookout. They changed the cover. I actually really like the new cover, so maybe they just upgraded the covers, but be careful and not buy a duplicate. My other happy mail was Sun and Moon Mandala Coloring Book by Camelia Angelkova. You all know I love Camelia's work, and I have a good chunk of her books now. Always room for more, but this one has been on my list for a really long time, and I'm so excited. It's different than a lot of her other works. Actually, I want to say all of her mandala books probably sneak one of these in. So she definitely likes this celestial feel, but I just am so excited for all the color palettes you can do with all this night sky celestial stuff. And I'm interested if it's going to be hard for me because they're not all symmetrical. Like obviously they have the designs, but this is like almost a step between her seasonal mandalas, which are just like a scene and then a fun outside, and her traditional mandalas, which is a full mandala. So I'm very excited to work in this. I'm sure I will have one done by the end of the month. So there's, oh yeah, I'm excited for, I don't know why, but I'm excited for this zodiac page, right? That's the word. Duh. Okay. The yin yang is looking really cool too. So I can't wait to get some stuff done in there. Next, I got another happy mail. This was a super surprise. And what made me laugh with this one is you can write a message with each different item you send. And I enjoyed it because the message could have gone either way. So I'm not sure which message went with which book. But let me show you what we got. This is super, super exciting. Tortured Tales by Heidi Hornsby. Heidi actually has a YouTube channel. I'm going to link her down below. She drew this and self-published it, and I'm so happy to have it. I put it on my wish list right away, and I think I'm going to assume that the gifter is also purchasing this for herself because one of the little slips said, I was buying this for myself, so I bought one for you too. So I'm going to assume it's this one. But I don't, does it tell me? 20 original hand-drawn pictures, and they're super spooky and super fun. So I'm going to have to see. Maybe I can like buddy color one with Heidi. I don't know if that's too much pressure to buddy color with the original artist, but a lot of these are really creepy. But I think you can go in a lot of different ways because you could do like fun bright colors and make them feel less creepy, or you can go real dark. I wish I could color it like Heidi's style because I love it with her like outline. I just love the way she shades. So there's that one. I can't wait to work in that. Next up is not a coloring book technically, but it's like a coloring book adjacent. And I actually think I'm going to do a video on this, probably my next video as my like off topic of the month. These are super fun. This is Paint by Sticker Dogs. I actually have 4 other Paint by Sticker books. This was, I think, one of the original series that did this. So I have 4 others, and of course I don't have cats and I don't have birds, but they exist. But what's fun about these is you get a page like this, and it's all numbered, and then in the back you get the stickers, and you have to like match them up. So they do all the work for you, as in it's in quadrants. So if it says A, you know you're an A, and then they're all numbered, so you're not really like figuring out what goes where. It's not really a puzzle, but it's a lot of fun and super cute. And I'm going to show you the answer key. So I don't know if anyone doesn't want to see it. Oh, it's in the front, I think. Here we go. That's the closest to Noodles I've ever seen in something pre-made, because she's not really any specific breed. But that to me looks exactly like Noodles as a cartoon. So I'm so excited for this. So many of these pages are adorable. I don't know which one I'll do in camera. Probably the Noodles one. That seems to make sense. But how cute. I love it. So look out for this video next if you want to see what these are like. They're a lot of fun and they're different, But I don't know about you. I've always been obsessed with sticker books. Like I've always had sticker books growing up. And I love the process of putting sticker down. That's why I got into like pretty planning, because I just love peeling stickers every week, even if I'm not necessarily, they're not functional and they're pretty. That's why I love them. So is that not Noodles? Like, I can't believe it. I'm sure it's supposed to be like a Scotty dog because it almost looks like it has a little muzzle different, but I'm pretending that's Noodles. So, phew. Next up, we're about halfway there, I think, maybe a little less than halfway. Geez. Next up is actually 3 books that my dad purchased for me for Easter. I actually received my second vaccine on April 2nd. I think I mentioned that, and he drove me. And then afterwards, we stopped at Barnes & Noble. Hold on, taking a sip of water. We stopped at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, Dad, you should get me an Easter present. And he's like, really? Why would I do that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. So he did. He's a pushover. And I love him for that. So he actually got me 3 Easter presents. I assumed going in I would find these 2. And the third one was a bonus. So I guess let's start with the ones I was assuming. Fragile World by Kirby Rosanes. Everyone has seen this. Everybody has it. I'm actually working on my first page. I'll give you the sneakiest little peek. That's your sneaky, sneaky peek. I'm using watercolor in here. I'm not this fancy. I'm not very good, but I have fun, and I'm excited for this book. And obviously, there's a turtle on the cover, so I needed it. So here it is. So look out for that at the end of the month. Hopefully, I'll be finished. Basically, it's so big, it's a double-page spread. That's your other hint. That I have been putting on like a 30-minute timer and then working for 30 minutes, and then I move on to something else, so I don't get too bogged down with the one page. I'm not good at doing one thing for a really long time. So I expect you know the second book that I found at Barnes & Noble's, and it is World of Wonders by Johanna Basford. I'm super excited. Everything I've seen in this book with my own flipping through, this is definitely my favorite from her. I'm not a huge fan of just leaves and leaves and leaves, so I think this has a good mix of floral pages and of not floral pages. So I'm very excited for this one. I'm really intrigued by all of the tiny image pages, and I think it would be a lot of fun to work on like one image a day. I'm tempted to learn how to shade and things like that. So like consider myself done if I finish this one little chunk. So I'm very excited for this book. Oh, so cute. I don't even know if I looked through my own copy. So I'm seeing these now and I'm like, wow, that's adorable. Ooh, I found a turtle. So very happy with that one. And of course it's got the beautiful purple foil. So my fave. Then the book that I found is a bonus that I didn't expect to have, but they actually had all 3 of these on a table together. And I was like, oop, boop, boop, boop. And I got the last copy of this and of Fragile Worlds. Is A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. I've already done a page in here. Did I do this for a video? No, I did this for Patreon. So if you want to see that, you can sign up over there and look at that. But this is her newest one. She came out with llamas and cute animals at the same time. She seems to release 2 at a time. And I was very intrigued by this. First of all, I love that it's yellow. Obviously, that doesn't really mean anything, but it is cute and yellow. And also, it was there. So I picked it up, and it's really cute. Already did a page. There's your sneak peek for that. Oh boy. Obviously, I'll show you at the end of the month. But the process is over on Patreon. Super cute. I like it. I'm wondering what animals she'll do next. I think bunnies has to come some point, right? She does so many bunnies. But, okay. Next up, how do I decide what to show you? I went on a spree, a big old spree. Mentioning Patreon, it was my first full month of Patreon, like March and April. Well, I guess March was my first full month. I don't remember what day I announced Patreon, but I've had Patreon for about a month. And for whatever reason, I was like, I deserve to go shopping. So I went shopping. I bought those Taotrees, which I showed you already. And I also bought, let me see, 2, 4, 7 books, right? 2, 4, 6, 7 books at the same time. Oh boy. So let's just go right through them. Number 1 is Flowers Stained Glass Color by Number by Kira Sherzhneva. This is her traditional style. I guess it's stained glass, but very similar. We all know it's very similar to Sun Life. It's the same 22 color palette. I've already done 2 in here, so we'll have to wait and see those. But these are a lot of fun. For whatever reason, I don't like the ones I picked, but I'm confused because every page I've ever seen from this book has been great. I don't know if it's just because I've been doing that mission to use up my markers. So like maybe I'm picking weird shades and then the combination of so many weird shades is doing weird things. But I'm going to do more in here and I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of fun. It's hard for me not to sneak peek, but that's not what this video is for. You're going to have to wait. I also purchased and colored in Mermaids Stained Glass Color by Number. This is Sun Life Drawing's newest book. It is similar to their Little Witches, Little Fairies, their World of Mice. I think that's it. And they have a Christmas one. So this is Mermaids, and it is their 22 color palettes. Just mermaids doing different things. And as you can see, they show you what colors you need, but most pages need almost every color. So they really throw everybody at this. There's the cover image, but it's super cute and fun. I think they do have the tiniest problem with skin tones. It's a lot of peach people, but don't forget, you don't have to listen. So you can do whatever colors you want. There's a lot of pink people, it seems. So you can, especially with these, they're not a mystery. You can very much see where the skin tones are and just do what you got to do. Oh, this one has brown. That's good. But that's peach. So I was even expecting more like blues or other crazy things, but I'm going to do what I want to do in there. Okay, next I had to finish my series collection of these 2 books. If you saw, I finished volume 1. I don't know what volume order it came out, but I think it was volume 1. So I bought 2 new ones. These are the cross-stitch style adult coloring books by Alice Mills Publishing. This is book 4, City Dreams. And I'll flip through this one. These are on that super shiny paper, which makes it really hard to flip through. They each have a name, which is super cool, and it each has an example. You have to color with these teeny tiny symbols. Let's see if I can get it real close. It's hard with the, can you see the symbols? It looks bad on camera, but it's a lot easier in real life. Plus, it is the same color palette on every page. And by that I mean, probably this might be all the colors, but every time you see red, it is that same like C shape. So you kind of get used to it. And also you can use this as a reference. Ugh, this is so shiny. It's so hard to show you. Yikes. I think that will help. Does that help a little bit? It's darker now, but less glare, I guess. But yeah, I'm very excited. I love these books. Obviously, I finished the Christmas one, and I did a page this month in the Fantastic Flowers, but I'm going to have to work in all of these instead of doing them one at a time. Then this is the newest book in this series, so book 5, Geometrical Joys, cross-stitch style. And this one is just as it sounds. It's all patterns. So that's exciting. My favorite in here are, let's see if I find one, this shape. I don't know what it is, but these are like the perfect ones. These ones can be a little bit tedious. They're a lot, but I love these tiny circle ones. And again, I love that they all have their own names. I just always think that's a fun extra touch. And yeah, the same color palette throughout each of the books. Sometimes I just will change what colors I'm using. So you can do that in here too. Just kind of try to remember what you've changed. But there's that. Whew. All right, next up is Animal Mosaic, Color by Number by Sun Life Drawing. This is the black background. So as of now, they seem to have 3 Mosaic books out. They have Animal, Travel, and Christmas. And they have them in regular background and black background. I already had Christmas in regular background, and boy, do I wish it was black background because these are so fun and a lot easier to do. So again, they're 22 color palette. I've done 2 in here that I'm not going to show you. I honestly didn't realize this until other people mentioned it, so I'm going to mention it. But they keep all of their vertical books together and then all of their horizontal books together. So once you switch, ooh, a turtle, sorry. Once you switch to horizontal, they're all going to be horizontal. I don't know if that's in every single book, but it's in my recent books. I guess there's your sneak peek here. I did the last 2 pages in this book. This one also has a list of all of the animals. I can't show you. I just told you I did those 2. A list of all the animals that are in here, so if you can't really tell what it is, or if you're having somebody pick. That's what I've been doing for these books, is I've just been like handing it to Sam and be like, pick one please, and then he'll flip through and pick for me, and I do whatever he picks. Okay, next up is Mandala, Color by Number by Color Questopia. This is their first color by number mandala. They do have a few mandalas from way back in the day that are not color by number. And I picked black background, and I, again, have done 6 in here already. 7? A bunch. I'm just going. I'm going for it. My critique of this book is, again, let me show you. This much of it is bonus pages. I am not the biggest fan of all of this extra space. They do have some custom color charts. I don't know about you guys. I personally almost never grab these. I don't really tend to use them. If anything, I'm going to start cutting them out and using them as extra blotter pages. That's almost like a built-in blotter page in case you forget. But I really wish that instead of having this be a blank spread, that they would just have the cover here, because this feels like so many unnecessary extra pages at the back. But that's just me. I'll show you one because I can't resist. It only lists the colors you need for that specific mandala, but it's so funny because now I have, I think, 4 different color by number mandala books, and each one of them leans heavily towards 1 or 2 colors. So every single page in this book has vivid pink. I'm pretty sure. If not, no, I'm nearly positive every single mandala uses vivid pink. And that's no problem. I just think it's funny that they do that. Like the Jade Summer ones, every single one has different yellows in it. And the Sachin ones, I think so far they've all had that turquoise. So it's just interesting, their design choices. But I accidentally showed you another one. You'll see these at the end of the month. And maybe even more because yikes. Okay. The last in my spree was Retro Deco by Carla Magana. This is my first book by her. Ooh, I love the matte covers, and I can just put it down and not worry about glare. And I decided to go with this one because I thought retro would be fun and different. I know she does a lot of spooky ones, and I'm not the spookiest of spooky girls, so I thought this one would be good to start. I just did a page in here for my Patreon. There's my little sneak peek again, but I really like that page, and that's where I used my acrylic paint markers, so you should sign up if you want to see that. But it's got a lot of fun stuff in here, and for whatever reason, everybody I've seen work in here, it's just like you need to be creative in these books. So I definitely tried some new techniques I had never tried before in the page I've done, and I am looking forward to trying more. And I have, I think, her Hot Tropic book on my wish list of my next choice because this was a lot of fun. So, but I'm in no rush. Sorry, another sip of water. Okay. All right. We're down to the last book, and you've already seen it because boy, did I upload my flip through as fast as I physically could. This is 50 Ocean Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova, and I'm obsessed. I've done 2 pages in here already, and I think I got it like 2 days ago. Whenever I put that video up was about 15 minutes after I got this. So this is her first ocean themed thing, and I cannot wait for more. I love these critters so much. And let's do another quick flip if you haven't seen that. Again, there is a full flip on my channel, so you should definitely check that out. But I just think it's so fun, and she's doing such a good job at like repeating characters. So these have all been characters of other volumes. This is the spring bunny and the summer cat and the romantic mouse. And now they're back, and then she's adding all the new characters, and I just love it, and I can't wait to go crazy with color in this one because under the sea, you can do whatever you want. So I love this one. I've already done 2, like I said, and I'm sure I'll do more. If you have this one and want to buddy color with me, please let me know. Instagram me, all that fun stuff. I'm sure now that I say that, I'm going to get like 10 and we're going to just go crazy in here, and I'm ready. So, okay. Next is my 2 reading books. I realized I forgot to mention my credits. I have had questions about my credits. I will do the quickest overview right now. Basically, this is a self-imposed system that in order to earn a credit, I have to color 10 pages, because that way if I'm coloring a whole ton and I'm loving it, I can buy more books. And if I'm not really coloring that month or however long, then I shouldn't be buying more books. And for the most part, it's been working for me. There are exceptions. If I'm gifted a book, it doesn't count. And if I get a book for review, that doesn't count. And yes, so what I do is I just randomly drew this. I drew everything in pencil. When I earn the credit, I outline it, whatever month I earned it, and then each credit is 1 book. So the price of the book doesn't matter if it's a $3 book, if it's a $30 book, just the physical book. And then when I purchase the book, I color it in whatever month. So if you can see, at the moment, I'm actually 2 credits ahead. So even though I bought like 7 or 8 books, I was good. I think at the time, I bought the 6 in one specific order, and I was 1 behind, but I made it up in like 2 days. So that's where we are with the credits. As you can see, I am up to 46 books for the year, and that's crazy. I'm trying to put a little check mark next to the book when I've colored in it, which I think I've done a few more. Definitely that one. Ocean Minis. I did that. I did Animal Mosaics. I'm doing pretty good. I'm coloring in that one right now. Yes, so I think that's it, but that's my credit system. So I'm just inserting this into the haul. And if you have any more questions on this, I did a whole video like on my credits at the beginning of the year. I think it was called Know by Year, or like goals for 2021, something like that, if you go back in my channel. Or of course, ask them down below and I'll do my best to answer. So back to your regularly scheduled programming. So if you're done with me, thanks for watching. I only have 2. I think that's pretty good. And I'm almost done with reading one of them, which I'm also impressed with myself. So first is my book of the month book for this month. This is Arsenic and Adobo by Mia Manansala, I hope. This is the first in a new cozy mystery series. I guess a Tita Rosie's Kitchen mystery. And I'm very excited. The general premise of this is this lady goes to work as a chef at her aunt's like failing restaurant. I don't know if it tells me what type of restaurant. And her ex-boyfriend comes in and he's a food critic, and then he winds up dead. So it looks like, did she do it? Who knows? But I've heard good things about this already, and it's a cozy mystery. I love those, and I think this dog is going to be a big character, so I'm excited for that. And secondly, finally, the book I'm currently in the middle of, look at me go. I haven't read a physical book in so long. I've only been doing audiobooks, so I'm so happy. And this is actually a bookmark by Ren. She made that. But Every Value Break by Peter Swanson. I have read, I think this is my 4th Peter Swanson book. He has like 7. I think I own them all, but anyway. Every Value Break, The Lies Started With I Do. And I don't want to give away too much because I think the flap gives away a lot more than it should. But basically it is about this couple and the lead up to their wedding and then their honeymoon on this island. So that's all I'm going to tell you, but there's some spooky things happening. I think it's very thrilling. I think I know what's going to happen, and I don't know if it's because it's obvious or if it's because I've read so many thrillers, but I don't think it's going to be surprising what's going on, but I'm still terrified. So I think it's nailing the thriller vibes, and yeah, we'll see. But I'm enjoying that. I'm probably going to actually read that while I'm uploading this. So that is my whole haul. Good golly. That's a lot for me. I'm hoping to stay calm. I was trying to wait for Vitro Volume 2 to get here, but mine hasn't even shipped yet. I'm getting a little worried. It was supposed to come out on April 7th, and obviously it's now the 15th, and I don't know if anybody else's has shipped. So if you pre-ordered Vitro Volume 2, let me know if yours has shipped or if you're still waiting also. And what else? We've made it to the end. What should we say? Let's say bubble. bubble. I have one of these like stress bubble things on my desk, so bubble is the word to say. Are you interested in any of these? Did you want a flip through of anything? I always forget to ask until the very end. Obviously, I do have a flip through of a few already on my channel, but thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. Say bubble if you did. Like this video, comment down below anything you want to comment, subscribe. I'm a fun time. Links to everything will be down below. Amazon affiliate links, also my wish list and my Patreon, all that fun stuff that's always down there. I'm thinking of like sneaking in other fun stuff every once in a while into the doobly-doo just to see who's paying attention. But yes, that's a lot of chatting. I need to sit down and have some water. I always stand while I do these and I don't know why, but it's weird. And then I'm like really close to this lamp and then I get warm. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back in 2 days with something different. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.